Alright guys, time to take a look at some TCG tickers. These are tickers that are voted on by members of the community, and of course, a resounding winner, Tesla. I didn't want to do Tesla today, but too many people voted for it, and it is a lot of fun. So let's just take a look at it. Now, this is going to be earnings-related speculation. The period of price discovery that we are in is not over. So from a technical standpoint, I look at trading as having two distinct phases. One is going to be price discovery, two is going to be consolidation. Price discovery is where you take your profits. Consolidation is where you plan your trades. So right now, we are in a take profits type situation. In the very, very short term, early tomorrow, we may have some consolidation opportunities, and those are going to be a result of short-term price discovery. But right now, I think most people are asking about longer-term price discovery, and that just isn't over yet. So let's take a look at the daily time frame, see where we are. We've got a base of support around 1558 to 1553. Our RSI is starting to cool off a little bit. If we hit new all-time highs and our RSI doesn't hit a new all-time high, or at least a recent high over top of 85.75, that's going to be some pretty serious divergence on the daily time frame. So something to keep in mind over the next week or so. Now let's go right into the 4-hour time frame. Good earnings report. Is it a crazy move relative to what Tesla's done before? Not really. It's not that substantial or well, crazy. We are seeing a big spike. We got a higher high. Great. We got over 1698. Didn't get much follow through. We saw the price come back down and hit 1698 as a resistance and reconfirm a former resistance, which was a top prior to this quick break, as another resistance. So we're not done with 1698. And we were giving up a little bit of this action heading into the end of the day. So, or I should say the end of our after-hour session. So really the insane volatility that a lot of people expected, I'm just not seeing it manifest here. So I still think we need to deal with 1698. I think that if we break our 1558 to the downside, then there's going to be some substantial daily consolidation. We haven't really consolidated in a very, very healthy way for a little while. I would say our support level would be 1431. Below that, we've got the low here at 1417. If we lose 1558, I think we could expect a test at that 1431. If we manage to break over 1698, then it's all-time highs, and that would have us heading back up to a not unreasonable expectation given what Tesla has done so far. Let's grab that level, 1794. So, do I have any idea what is going to happen? Absolutely not. What I can do is look for a weakness or trend change in the form of a loss of a key support level. If we lose 1558, I'm going to be bearish. If we manage to take over top or retake 1698 tomorrow, then I will be bullish and look for a test at 1794.99. This may be a sell the news event. Who knows? We just have to react to what we have given to us tomorrow. And like I said at the outset, this is a period of price discovery. If you want to trade the 5-minute time frame, go ahead, do it tomorrow. See where we open up, see what our pre-market levels give us, and play based on that. But on the longer term time frame, post earnings are uneven. They have not been fully absorbed. Price discovery is not over. All we have are our key levels, 1558, 1698. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Microsoft on the daily time frame. That was our next pick. Now we have earnings that have just come out at the last moment here. Let's go right to the 4-hour time frame. The bottom so far on the earnings response, 204.52. So it is not a great earnings response, but also not completely changing the chart yet. It's not like we're gapping down to 156. We hit a low at 204.52. What that does for us is it still has the price over top of our support at 201.39. It allows for the development of a potential equilibrium. More likely than not, it will have us looking for a low under 201.39 into a new daily downtrend to form a counter trend to this overall weekly uptrend. So not a bad thing overall. I don't think anyone expects Microsoft to shutter anytime soon, but let's go to the 4-hour time frame. There's that lower high. There's that base of support, 201.39. There's that little bit of a bounce. Just like we talked about in Tesla, this is still a period of price discovery. We're not sure what is going to happen yet. We could develop into a nice little bear flag, look for a second extension to that 201.39 test, look for a bottom fish, look for a 2-minute trend change in a 515, and look for a long entry that way. Too much unknown still. And we need to allow the chart to flesh out. So if we are going to speculate, and that's all we're doing at this point, we're looking for a test of 201.39, and we are going to look for a trend change on the 4-hour to signal a higher low into a potential daily EQ or a new higher high and a resumption of a daily uptrend. So a lot of unknown, and I'm probably not giving a ton of useful information on Microsoft or Tesla, but the fact is this is still price discovery, and we haven't really pushed the limits of what's going to happen because this information and this earnings release has not yet been fully absorbed. We'll see where we open tomorrow. Same rules apply. Look for that pre-market information. Look for your pre-market levels. Play your short terms if you want to, but we need to give a little bit more time here to flesh this out. And the last one we're going to do today, Amazon. Now, Amazon on the daily time frame, I've marked this one up a little bit already. We've hit a lower high. We've locked in our last daily lower high with today's red action. And what we're looking at here in the short term is a nice 15-minute downtrend. We saw this period of price discovery, and now we're consolidating in an hourly and 15-minute downtrend. What I've done is I've drawn a nice 15-minute supporting the trend line. I've taken that, I've drawn a parallel line at the top of my green, and I have marked out what so far is the nice little downside channel for a 15-minute counter trend, which is going to be counter to the hourly uptrend and overall counter to the 4-hour, which has been a 4-hour downtrend inside this little bit of a daily equilibrium. So if I'm looking for a long position on Amazon, what I'm going to look for is going to be a break over 31.04.37 for a 15-minute trend change. Then I'm going to look for resistance right at that trend line wherever that may be found. And then I'm going to look for a move to the downside with an hourly lower high underneath 31.64 and the resumption of this trend. If we manage to change that trend and break out of it, great, but I'm still going to need an hourly higher low. I'm going to need an hourly higher high, and then I'm going to look for us to resume this overall daily uptrend until we approach July 30th, wherein we have an earnings report, which will result in what? A period of price discovery, like we saw over here, and then consolidation and resumption of trend. And that is a lot of speculation, and it's a lot of what we do as charts. We have to imagine both sides. We have to discuss all the potential outcomes, and then we have to be ready to react to whatever the market gives us. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and it should be an interesting day tomorrow with Microsoft and Tesla post-earnings reactions. We'll see what happens. We'll do a little bit of a follow-up and maybe learn a little bit about how to handle some pre-market information. Until then, have a great day.